All right, guys, hello. Today we're doing the backhand aerial. There's the move, and here is a slow-mo. Okay, so one thing to note about this aerial is it is quite a bit more dangerous than a regular basic aerial or even like an Icepick Aerial, something like that, for reasons which I'll get into in a sec. But because of that, I recommend you learn those first. So just the basic aerial, the Icepick, learn those first. Those will be in the description. And then let's get on to this. So, okay, so for the basic backhand aerial, you're going to start off with the knife upside down. You're going to place it in your hand with your thumb on the safe handle and your four fingers on the back of the knife like so, in such a way that you can release the bite handle and it will swing down, just like so. Okay, so now that you've got this position right here, what you're going to do is you're going to do just that. You're going to release the bite handle so it swings down. But what you want to do is you're going to notice in this position here, my hand here, the palm of my hand, is basically vertical. Okay, it's kind of facing, my palm is facing to the left. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Okay, my palm is facing to the left. What you want to do is when you release this bite handle, you want to turn your palm so internally so that it's facing to the right. Okay, so starting here, my palm is facing to the left. I'm going to internally rotate my palm until it faces to the right. At the same time, I'm going to release the bite handle, like so. And so I'm going to get into this kind of a position, if I can hang on. I'm going to get into this kind of a position right here. All right, so left, right, like so. Pretty straightforward, okay? And what you want to do is, at some point in this rotation, you want to release the knife, okay? And you release the knife, and if you do it at the right time, the knife is going to go flying into the air, like so. Now, when I release the knife is usually right about when my hand is upside down. But even though that's the case, you want to keep following through, and that's going to really help you get the knife to fly straight up and down. And what you want to do is you just want to practice this until you can get the knife to fly straight up and down. Okay, so you don't want it to be going way over there. You don't want it to be going way over there. What you really want is the knife to be going straight up and then straight down. So you can just practice this throw over and over again. Now, the catch on this one is quite a bit harder than for any of the other aerials that you've probably already done. And one of the things that is to note about this is because you are using the safe handle when you throw, the sharp side of the blade is going to be coming at your hands, right? And so that's kind of one of the reasons why this is more dangerous. And another reason too is the catch is a little bit weird, and so there's a little bit of room to mess up and catch in awkward positions. All right, so now that you're able to take the knife by the safe handle, turn your hand and release and throw in such a way that it goes straight up and straight down, you're ready to get into the catch. And if you are throwing in such a way that is straight up and straight down, a nice thing is that the timing, especially when we first start, is going to be basically the exact same as the basic aerial. And so I'll show you what the catch looks like, I suppose, first, right? So it looks something like this. This is the easiest way to catch it. And as you can see, what you do is when you release the knife, when it's about horizontal like this, the knife flies in the air, it does one rotation, and you're going to catch the safe handle again, which is the exact same amount of rotation and the exact same starting and ending position as the basic aerial. So that's really nice. So yeah, basically all you're going to do is that. You're going to hang on to the safe handle, twist your hand, throw it in the air in such a way that it goes straight up and straight down, and you're going to wait until the safe handle comes around and you're going to catch it. Now, very similar to the basic aerial, the way to make this safest is to catch later rather than sooner. Because if you think about it, when you're throwing, right, the only real way you can get cut, there's a couple ways, but is when the knife is rotating and you catch it too early and then the blade is coming towards your hand, right? So you can catch the safe handle. If you catch it too late, you're just going to catch it more and more vertical, which may be a nice feature, which we'll get into later. So anyways, you want to focus on catching later rather than sooner, but that should be very familiar to you if you have already learned the basic aerial. Okay, so you do this throw, up, straight, vertical, and now you're going to try and catch by just placing your hand out and catching the safe handle very simply. And all you got to do to get the catch, because of course you probably saw, I like to catch, I think it looks coolest, if you catch it more and more vertical. And there's kind of a limit to how vertical you can catch it, but you can get pretty good at catching it vertically, I think, which looks really cool. And so all you got to do is just wait a little bit longer, right? So if you think about it, if you're catching it here, all you got to do is wait a little bit longer, and you can really kind of do a little bit of a sideways swipe. You kind of see that where I'm not just kind of holding my hand out and letting it fly in there. You do a little bit of a sideways motion. That's going to kind of help close the handles together. So that's it. That's the whole move. Hope you guys like this one. This one's a really, really cool and handy move to learn because it really gets you fluent with the back of your hand, which is something that doesn't get used, especially for beginners, quite a bit. And so that's going to come in handy too for a lot of future stuff. So I hope you guys like this one. Thanks for watching. Peace.